My name is Lopez Lomong. I am 5,000, 10,000 meter runner right now for the U.S. Yeah, right now, currently we are finishing up the training camp out here in Park City, Utah. It's one of our century. We come back here every year to basically just burn as a team and run the trails together. That's a great question because I normally work myself, back all the way as a 16 years old kid growing up in upstate New York. And a year before then, I was living in this no man's land, a refugee camp whereby I didn't have anybody to take care of me. And when I got an opportunity to come to America, I was welcomed by incredible, amazing people in upstate New York, my parents. For me, I thought like, I'm just gonna come here and go to workplace at 16 years old because I was growing up at 16 years old, like in the refugee camp, you're basically your own dad, your own mom. And, if God, forbid you get sick, it's up to you to be able to kind of figure out how to beat the sickness because nobody's there to lay their hand of a helping hand to you. And so when I arrived in upstate New York, I didn't know, obviously English and things like that. I was trying to learn as much as I can before the school starts. And so our coach, Jim Pashi, was my family friend that he basically recruited me to run cross country for him because I wanted to I wanted to play soccer. And so he brought a jacket with my name on the back. That's say Lomong, and that's basically as easy as it was. And and I told him man, maybe I could run one cross country race for you, and then I go back to the soccer. And he basically said well, if you switch, I'll take the jacket away. And so it was an incredible decision ever, and I got to learn a lot of work with my teammates, and we travel to the meets because it's another way of meeting girls as well, because when you're running in doing the cross country, it's only five score and seven men, also very important. But and my buddy, my friend Tom Crashy was just there every time with me. And so yeah, I think looking back, 16-year-old me, I had a lot of people who guided me to where I have today, where I am right now, because without them, I don't think I could have been where I am today, because they encouraged me, they challenged me, and I saw if you want success, you have to go through the pain, and the pain is something I absolutely enjoy, and I run through any pain, and so because it's not just for me to bring that trophy as an individual champion, but also bring a trophy as the team, and that's what really mattered very much to me, and the rest is that story. Yeah, so at NAU, I chose NAU because the first I visited those beautiful mountains in NAU, I was it reminded me of my hometown. We live in mountain, foothills of mountains, and we basically, I normally used to go out and gather some berries or something, take care of my dad's goats in a thing. So when I saw the mountain of NAU, Humphreys Mountain, and I was like, man, this kind of reminded me of my village, and that was basically the ticket. I was like, I'm going to NAU. And this is where I'm gonna be laying down I'm gonna compete for this great uniform, and every uniform I'm gonna put on my chest, it means so much to me, and I wanna represent this institution and learn something and get a degree out of it as well. And so in 2007, I was fortunate enough to get the American citizenship, and so I always wanted to be to make the Olympic team, and something came into my mind. It's like, oh, like remember that Michael Johnson that you watched when you were like 15 years old, in Sydney. You could be an Olympian one day, because that's what drives me. I want to be able to, like, if I commit in a sport, I want to be able to compete in the highest level possible. And so in 2007, I got the citizenship. I got closer. Went to NAU. I won a few national titles in NCAAs. I got closer again, and so I left the school after cross country. We got on a podium, and I moved with my coach to Colorado Springs to train with them to get ready for the Olympics. And so I remember, getting to Eugene, stood online. I qualified for 800, 1500 meters. And of course, for me, I like to do all, And so my coach was like, let's just concentrate on 1500 and maybe just don't worry about 800 at this particular moment, because I was also dealing with the hamstring situation that was bothering me a lot. And I told my coach, is like, well, we're already here, and if I withdrew from, like, starting line or something, what happened to my lane? So I don't want, maybe we could have just said that a long time ago. Maybe somebody else could have come and get that lane, whatever lane 5, whatever lane, whatever. So I wanted to run the first lap, first round. He goes, okay, sounds good. First round, I won it. It was like 140, 146 or something, and it felt great. It was like, the crowd in Hayward Field and all the thing. Like, it's just like, it gave me energy, and I was like, let's go for the second round. And the second round, we run again, and I qualified, and I was like, we have to go to the final. We're already so close. We can see Beijing right now. I can go to Beijing maybe. And so obviously I line up for the final, and finish, like, basically we tied for 4th or 5th or whatever. Like, it's incredible like finish in 2008. And then now I need to come back to 1500, and everybody was like, I don't think Lopez could be able to do it. I don't think he can be able to do it, because he just ran like 3 good, 800s or something like that. I had a 1 rest day, and we started 1500 meters. And so I remember, just to fast forward it, and I remember that last going to, like, bell lap, and we came in. We were like 8 lanes straight, because there was one guy came in and like push everybody, and it was me, Lagat, and Leo Manzano, and we are all like clustered there, and we all like kind of tumbled a little bit, and I was like, uh-oh, this is not good. So I basically went inside of my head. I was like, this is your opportunity. This is what you are running for. Remember, you used to run away from the bullets, and now you're running for pure joy, and just put your head down, listen to your breathing, let God help you. And going to that, like, corner, 300 meters to go, the race started, like, really getting on it, and we came around, like, I felt this, like, twitch on my hamstring situation. I was like, oh no, not right now. 200 meters to go, or 250 meters to go, 200 meters to go. And I was like, oh, this is not good. I was like maybe 5th or something, and I just felt this energy, reflection of me running in the wilderness, and just like thinking, if I give up right now, if I don't, like, the only way is forward. If I look back, I will not be able to do this. And the only way is just drive, put your head down. And all of a sudden I see myself in the 3rd, and it was incredible. And when I crossed that line, it was just incredible. Even we are all immigrants, Lagat won the race, Leo Manzano 2nd, and then me, and now you got the, like, pure, like, American, team going to Beijing, and we all came from, like, different, background and things like that. And, it was the sweetest thing, like, I ever, just to be able to go out and represent my new country, my first Olympic, and it was the sweetest thing, and I just, of course, I thank American people for allowing me to, to continue to basically allow me to this great country, and also by giving back to that thing for me to put that USA on my chest and go out there and help inspire as many kids as well to come and put their shoes on and just to chase their dreams like I did. And let me just address you personally as the people who are out, in a foster care or, being adopted. And, I've been in your shoes. And I think you just have to listen to your parents and listen to the guardians, the people that take care of you, listen to your coaches, listen to your teammate as well. And, I think that fire you have in your belly, you have your heart, don't let that just shut down because of things that you're going through. I want you to put your head down, just dream big, and trying to sign up for a sport or sign up for something that you are passionate about and do it to the fullest. Because I think we all, especially being in America, we all have the same starting line with everybody, and I think you can be able to and be competitive out there, because some of us, especially who came from, we immigrated from this country, sometimes when you come in, you are not in the same starting lane with everybody else, but now you have an opportunity to change your life, you transform your life, to be a great citizen, to be a person that a lot of people admire. And obviously I'll be the biggest cheerleader that for all of you who are going through this, and just say just put it this way: you are loved, and you have a lot of people behind you. Just go out there, reach out to the stars, and you can do it.